this country and put the end of it.
A call for amnesty for victims of a scandal that goes to the heart of the British government. A scandal that's affected thousands of people of Caribbean origin and their fight to remain in the country meant to be their home.
I still have family and friends who were affected by this. Some people I know were sent back on planes in the middle of the night. We couldn't do anything about it because back then stories weren't so open.
The Windrush generation who went to Britain between 1948 and 1971 were vital in rebuilding the nation after the Second World War. But for many, the right to remain in the UK has been fraught with difficulties by government blunders. No records were kept of those who were granted permission to stay permanently, and no paperwork was issued to confirm it. And in 2010, the British Home Office destroyed landing cards that belonged to Windrush migrants, risking the status of people who have been living here legally in the UK for decades. Many of those affected lost their jobs and were denied access to healthcare, benefits and pensions. They were even threatened with deportation. Well, the government has promised to resolve the Windrush affair within 2 weeks. There are still so many unanswered questions. And just last week, the ruling party voted against the release of secret documents relating to the Windrush crisis, saying that it was disproportionate. During last week's Prime Minister's questions, Theresa May promised more transparency into how such wrongful deportations and detentions occurred. But so far she has resisted discarding further immigration controls despite increasing pressure.
We all share the ambition to make sure we do right by members of the Windrush generation, and that's why he will be announcing a package of measures to bring transparency on the issue, to make sure that the House is informed, to reassure members of this House, but more importantly, to reassure those people who have been directly affected.
Under emergency government measures, thousands of people will be offered the chance to obtain British citizenship free of charge, as well as the right to compensation. But for those affected, it is perhaps too little, too late.
You live all your life here and they're telling you you don't belong.
Our culture! The anger and hurt of a generation who were betrayed by a country they believed in. Sonia Gallego, Al Jazeera, London.